So, herzlich willkommen bei Wein am Limit. Ich komme jetzt vom Ende der Sendung, mache nochmal die Begrüßung. Gleich kommt Philippe Pacalet zu uns, beziehungsweise ich spreche mit ihm über zwei neue Weine. Ladois 2018. Philipp ist heute natürlich kein schöner Tag für ihn und trotzdem hat er Zeit gefunden. Er hat gerade 90% seiner Ernte verloren. Die letzten Tage waren in Burgund und auch in Jura und in anderen Teilen Nordfrankreichs und Nordeuropas nicht einfach für die Winzer und das trifft natürlich solche Betriebe sehr hart, denn auch die letzten Jahre, auch speziell in Burgund, waren nicht alle immer nur von Erfolg gekrönt. Also deswegen umso schöner, dass er Zeit hat. Wir besprechen zwei Weine, einmal den Ladois Blanc und Ladois Rouge. Nicht so bekannte Appellation, die im nördlichen Teil der Côte de Beaune ist, beziehungsweise gleich in Comblanchet, also an der Grenze zu Côte de Nuit. Und der berühmteste Weingarten dort ist der Corton Charlemagne. Heute reden wir mal über Ladois, also diese sozusagen weitgehende Schleife und dass es dort ganz, ganz tolle Terroirs gibt. In dem Sinn. So, jetzt kommt Philippe Pacalet. Ja, hello.
Hello.
Is Philippe Pacalet.
Hello.
I can barely see you. It seems like you are in a kind of in a fog. But there's some bad news in Burgundy. I mean, we start maybe with the bad news, huh? What happened, Philippe?
We had two waves of frost. Oh. The two last morning. First morning with snow. So in certain places, the leaves were burned, black burn. Mm. But we'll see next week because we have, it's not all the birds who are burned. Oh. But we are going to have huge damage. I don't know, 20 to 40%, depending on the grapes. You know, 2 weeks last week, it was 25, 21, 19 in day. Too hot. And the weather today, like in your country, is erratic. Erratic?
Erratic, that's the word, yes. That's what I was asking. Like, I mean, I read 80 to 90% of the crop could have been lost. I mean, you live in obviously very risky business, especially.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think you should be a little crazy to live in this world because we have many points of many problems. The risk is very important for us today, before, and it's risky job. Yeah, but it's why it's so noble.
But coming to, I read in an interview or in an article I think it was in the Financial Times or in the Forbes magazine, that you were quite excited about the vintages 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19.
And 20.
And 20 even, yeah.
Yeah.
So six consecutive vintages in a row. But also very interesting vintage in Burgundy.
During the last 5 years, the level of enlightenment is very high. I mean, for example, today, no cloud, just a blue sky. So the rays are very important. Mm-hmm. So that means for the wine, of course, more color, more aromatic, better photosynthesis. So make better wine. Of course, I'm kidding, because we are very good. No, because the conditions have changed, for the worse and the best. For the worst, because we have erratic weather, but we have a better weather than before. Well, in the right condition.
Some people say, I mean, we want to talk about the wines, but some people say that this kind of is almost like a window, and where it's possible to make wines like this. And well, future could be very difficult because maybe it gets too hot, or because with the climatic changes we have.
Yes, climate is changing. The plant, the vine are trying to adapt.
Yeah.
I think they are adapting faster than us. For example, last year, for harvest, for example, in the end of August, we had 5 grapes. Just 2 or 3 were ripe. The 2 other ones were pink, little blue, but pink. So we had to pass 3 weeks after. So that means the plant couldn't mature 5 grapes right away because lack of water. So she postponed. Understand?
Yeah.
Of course, it's more expensive, logistic, more complicated, but we have to adapt. And my father told me that these vintage we are making now are quite similar with the 1945, 46, 47, 48, 49, where in France, very hot, very sunny. Of course, the farming was different, but the economic condition too. But, you know, the 19, the 20, they have a big density, but they're not heavy. You know?
It could be like history repeats in a way sometimes.
Yeah, I'm quite optimistic in this.
Super. Well, thank you for talking to us here today. I mean, it's a big loss I understand it's quite a heavy day for your company and for your family. Well, let's talk about this wine, which is, I think, the first vintage you made from.
Yeah, it's the first vintage because
Ladois.
It's I think it's 15 years old vines, thing like this. No, 30 years old. 16 we didn't produce because frost killed all the production.
Yeah.
17 was complicated. So 18 the first.
Wow. So
it's very interesting, the terroir here, because it's quite limestone, of course. The undersoil is Comblanchien stone. It's a white limestone, you know, and above, a layer of clay and stone, but still white. So, and also it's in a small valley going down from the flat, and it's quite warm. So you have this kind of aromas of pear, grilled. You have a certain richness, but a good sapidity, good freshness, and also sustained by a little bitterness coming from the tannin, because, you know, we press with the whole cluster.
Yeah.
This is giving a good tension.
Ladois, and I think what excites me about this, Burgundy gets better with lesser known appellations, because many people don't know Ladois, which is...
It's very small.
It's in the far north of Côte de Beaune, or let's say on the border to...
on the border, yeah. For me it was quite challenging to go to this appellation, but I like the challenge, and I should have diversity to my portfolio for the reason we were talking before, climatic, but it's very known and good terroir, because it's on the hill, the foot hill of the Corse.
It's exactly how you stated it. It seems to be a more silkier, a richer, a warmer, a gentle style, but then in the end there is a nice acidity, beautiful acidity. I mean, maybe 18 as a vintage was probably a good way, because this were very pure.
I think for the vines, 18 was quite zen condition, no problem.
Zen.
Good blossoming, no frost, no hail. Everything is going well. So it's elegant wine.
Yeah. What do you see in the potential? So when you look at let's say there is the appellation in Burgundy, but then you were pointing out that within that appellation, you can find some very, very nice spots. So because a lot of people probably would go for Meursault or Chassagne because they know.
Yeah.
It's almost a kind of a pity, yeah, that people will not buy it themselves. So need a recommendation for this wine.
Yeah, it's very small, but yeah, in Burgundy there is a lot of unknown parts. I think we should have the ambition to let people know this kind of appellation. You see, they are good Chardonnay. Chardonnay, some stones, little slope, sunny condition, makes good wine.
I have to say I like it a lot. It's nice to drink now at the moment.
Yeah, and I think tomorrow is going to be better.
For this bottle, there will no be tomorrow. Maybe for a couple of bottles which we have in the cellar, there'll be maybe a next year or something, but I'm not sure.
But it surprised me that for me it's quite new. The last 7 years, I realized that the wine is very interesting to let them age a little more, 5, 6, 7 years, to add a different complexity.
Yeah. But I think it's really in your style of this elegant, fine, very lean, fresh mineral. And what I always like about you, you seem to be a purist in your way of making wine.
I try to to give a certain purity. So,
I've tasted last week and I'm retasting it now, and I find it so unusual, I have to say.
The same thing is quite a known appellation, Ladois, and it's very good because the vine are located, beside the Corton Hill, you have another small hill.
Yeah.
Just before the Clos des Landes, the border with the Côte de Nuit. This is very interesting hill because you have Comblanchien very deep, but above you have red clay with stones and south exposition. So it's very generous, very fleshy, generous, gourmand, but you have some aromas quite musky, complex, like raspberry, any.
Yeah, it reminds me sometimes when you have Syrah, then Syrah can have this kind of floral and little peppery. And this is more a savory, almost like, also when you drink it, like an umami style. So it's quite rich and it's...
the sapidity. I think it's the Comblanchien, the white stone are below. Because just behind the hill, we have a quarry of stone.
A quarry,
A quarry, sorry. So it's very important because you have this gourmandise, very roundness. You take it, and then you have a good line, the tension and the sapidity provided by the limestone.
I'm super excited by this because it's more a wilder expression. Let's say your Chambol and your Gevrey Chambertin, which is the most famous appellations. And emphasizing. This seems to be, it's not rustic. Like
it's not rustic. It's friendship wine. Friendship.
What is a friendship wine?
Take a big glass with friend.
Okay.
I don't mean it's less sophisticated than the Gevrey, the one, but it's different. It's giving a different energy. It's more décontracté. Relaxed. It's more casual, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
And also, it's fairly young, and that's quite open it. You can pick it out if you want. I mean,
yeah, it's, I think 18, so it's 1 year bottle 1 year ago. Huh?
Yeah. Beautiful wine. So another overlooked basically wine, but that's interesting. In Ladois Serigny, you find both white and red, but it's known for the reds, really, or
most of the reds. Yeah.
Most of the reds, no?
Yeah.
And this vineyard is quite old.
Yeah, 55.
55 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 57. So.
How do you find these vineyards, Philippe?
Yeah, you know,
you must know a lot of people.
Yeah, it's, you know, you should, now bistro are closed. But, you know, go to the bistro talking, the guy, the owner didn't want to take care of the vine, so we make a contract. Of course, I have two employees working in these vineyards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a project where the Corton Bressand, the Corton Premier Cru, and the Ladois Premier Cru were used. Yeah, it's 6 hectares in total. That's good.
But how many bottles do you produce of this?
3,000.
Wow, that's quite a lot in your stand.
It's a lot for me, so I need to sell some.
Yes, yeah. Well,
it's true. It's a very gourmand, very casual. Huh?
Yeah.
Right term.
I like it a lot. I was so excited when I tasted it at first. It's because, yes, it's gourmand, but it's savory, and it's so
complex too.
Yeah, and there's the wild aspect about it, and I just love it. But the white is quite a surprise as well, I think.
Yeah, me too. It was the first vintage.
Yeah.
You know, before making Ladois, I didn't know a lot of things about Ladois, and also didn't have a real good opinion. So it was really challenged, but I was confident, saying vines are good, so I'm going to do something. Yeah.
I think there is a big advantage about Burgundy, that it's been so structured over centuries and had been built by the monks and by the Romans, by the monks and by you guys. But I think sometimes the appellation system doesn't tell everything, because you can find within a lesser known appellation, you can really make great wines.
You know, this system was built in the beginning of the 30s. To administrate in a certain way is a good thing, in the other way is too restrictive. But we are living in and on this system. But of course, this system should set up, mise à jour, because the world is going on.
Yes, and I think we should not always rely on just, let's say, the administrative part. Also, we should, let's say, look at humanity and about skill.
Yeah, I know. You know, in France, they love to, administration is very important.
Yeah.
It's great. It kills many things.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm gonna kill those, but on a different level tonight.
Yeah. This is to make you still alive, huh?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And the thing is, I don't even need, I could share, but this I could drink by myself.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for participating, Philippe.
Thank you, Hendrik. It was a very pleasure for me.
Ja, das war das kleine Interview mit Philippe. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Also diese beiden Weine, ich bin wirklich begeistert. Ladois Rouge, irgendwie hat mein Herz sofort erobert. Heute habe ich auch das erste Mal den Weißen mir gegönnt. Den werde ich jetzt am Wochenende trinken, und ich wünsche euch weiterhin mehr Spaß im Glas. Und die nächste Folge kommt bestimmt. In dem Sinn. Ciao.